My dear son, my dear daughter, do you know why my eyes weep? Do you know why heaven allows my image to shed tears visible to the world? My tears are not ordinary. Each one carries the sorrow of a mother who sees her children walking toward danger while refusing to hear her calls. I cry because I love. I cry because I see what you cannot yet see. I cry because time is running out, and my heart suffers to see so many souls lost in the shadows of indifference. My beloved child, these tears are not accidents, nor mere signs for curiosity. They are an appeal from a heart that has protected you since before you were born. Each drop that falls from my eyes is filled with maternal pain and divine mercy. I have been allowed to weep upon the earth so humanity will awaken, so you will understand that heaven is not distant. The arms of your mother are still open, even for the most wounded, for those who feel unworthy, for those who have turned away. When you see tears descending from my image, know that I am beside you, crying for souls who no longer pray, for families who no longer speak of God, for a world that celebrates sin and rejects holiness. I cry for wars, for the blood that stains the earth, for the innocent children who suffer in silence. I cry for every lost heart that still does not know love. But my tears are also a promise, my dear. Where there are my tears, there is also my presence. And where I am present, there flows grace, mercy, and protection. Many have felt their hearts changed after seeing me weep. Some have returned to confession after years away. Others have found peace they thought was gone forever. That is the power of a mother's tears. They soften even the hardest hearts. My beloved child, the world is now in a critical moment. Evil disguises itself as light, and confusion reigns in many souls. The faith of many has grown cold. This is why I cry, to awaken you, to call you back to the arms of the one who never stops loving you. My tears are like a voice from heaven saying, "Return, my child, before it is too late." I do not want to frighten you, but I must speak truth. A storm approaches the earth, spiritual, moral, and even physical, and yet many remain asleep, distracted by noise and vanity. I have come again to warn, not to condemn. I beg you, do not ignore me. Do not let my words pass like wind over your ears. Listen to the voice of your mother, who never speaks without purpose. Yes, my dear son, my dear daughter, I am crying now. When you see news of my statues shedding tears, do not treat it as superstition. It is heaven's way of reaching your heart. Many laugh, others doubt, but those who pray and trust will understand. Every tear that falls is a message. Danger is near, but mercy is greater. Do not think these tears are only sadness. They are also cleansing. I cry to wash the sins of the world, to purify hearts that are dirty with pride and selfishness. My tears fall like rain over deserts, reviving faith where it has withered. Each drop that touches your soul carries new life. My children, you live in a time of deep confusion. The enemy spreads lies disguised as truth, and many no longer know which path to follow. I weep because my son, Jesus, is so offended. Many speak his name but do not live his love. Many wear crosses but carry no faith in their hearts. The churches are growing emptier and hearts are becoming colder. I beg you, do not let this continue. My tears are a call to action, to prayer, to conversion. You ask me, Mother, what can we do? I tell you, open your heart to my son. Pray every day from the heart, not with empty words but with love. Return to confession. Receive the Eucharist with reverence. Forgive those who hurt you. And above all, trust in God's plan, even when darkness surrounds you. If you knew how much peace prayer brings, you would never let a day pass without speaking to heaven. My tears fall because many neglect this intimate union. They run after pleasures that fade, ignoring the eternal joy that only God can give. But do not despair, my child. It is not too late. That is why I cry, because there is still hope. My tears are not only of sorrow, but also of hope. For I know that my voice will awaken many. You are not alone. Each time you cry, I cry with you. Each pain you carry, I carry within my heart. When you think no one understands you, remember that your mother does. I gather your tears with mine and offer them before the throne of the Father as a plea for mercy. That is why I tell you, never give up, never lose faith. Even when everything seems lost, I am by your side, weeping and praying for you. My dear son, my dear daughter, there are graces hidden in my tears. When you ask me with love, I can turn your sorrow into strength, your fear into peace, your confusion into clarity. But you must desire this change. Heaven waits on your decision. Every time you resist evil, you console my heart. Every prayer you say, every act of love you do, helps to dry my tears. My child, the world needs light, and heaven counts on your yes. When I said my yes to the angel, the world changed forever. Now I ask you to say your yes to conversion. Say your yes to prayer, to love, to truth. Say your yes to forgiving those who have hurt you. Each yes echoes in eternity, and each one draws you closer to the heart of Jesus. The tears I shed are not meant to cause fear but awakening. The greatest tragedy is not seeing evil but remaining indifferent to it. Do not allow your heart to become accustomed to sin. Do not justify what separates you from God. My tears are a mirror. They reflect the pain of heaven, but also the promise of redemption. The angels carry my tears as prayers rising to the Father. Nothing is lost. Every time a believer prays with sincerity, one of my tears turns into grace for the world. That is why I call you now, to join your prayers to mine, to intercede for souls, to fight with love and perseverance. Do not underestimate the power of prayer. The rosary, my child, is a sword that cuts through darkness. When you hold it with faith, you help me save many souls. I know many people say, why should we listen to apparitions? Why should we believe? I tell you, because heaven is merciful. Even when humanity turns away, God sends me to warn with love. These tears are heaven's last calls before justice must act. You still have time to change your heart. You still have time to repair love with love. Do not wait for pain to force you to kneel. Kneel now in gratitude and humility. Each generation has received signs from heaven, but few have truly listened. My tears now are greater than ever because humanity stands on the edge of many trials. But if you remain faithful, if you hold the rosary, if you pray, you will be under my mantle. A mother never abandons her children in danger. Remember these words in your heart. My mantle will protect those who trust. Look into my eyes, my dear son, my dear daughter. Imagine me close to you, touching your face gently, telling you not to be afraid. These tears you see are not weakness. They are love overflowing. The world has wounded my heart, but I still love. I still intercede. I still hope. And I believe in you. I believe that even the hardest hearts can change when touched by divine grace. Therefore, I cry so that you may hear. I weep so that you may awaken. My tears are not the end. They are the beginning of renewal. When hearts return to God, my tears will turn into smiles, and heaven will rejoice. So now, my beloved child, take this moment seriously. Look at the signs surrounding you. Do not delay. Begin today with a simple prayer. Mother, help me change. And know that I will, because no prayer offered with love is ignored in heaven. Write these words in your heart. Every tear of Mary is a seed of hope. Every tear invites conversion. And every tear, if accepted with faith, can transform your life forever. Write in the comments, Mother Mary, I do not ignore your tears. My dear son, my dear daughter, you have seen my tears, but do you truly know what causes them? Each tear that falls from my eyes carries the sorrow of a mother whose children no longer recognize her love. I do not weep for myself, but for you, for your wounds, your sins, your indifference. I weep for families divided, for hearts hardened by pride, for a world that has replaced love with selfishness. My pain is a silent cry echoing through heaven and earth, calling each of my children back before it is too late. My beloved child, the world I see from the eyes of a mother is far from what the Father desired. Many have forgotten prayer. They have turned their homes into places without faith. The rosary is left abandoned in drawers, and many hearts have become empty temples. I walk among you, invisible but present, searching for hearts willing to listen. And so few still do. That is why I weep. My tears flow because I see the distance that separates heaven from the earth, that should reflect God's light. I look upon this generation and my heart trembles with sorrow. Sin has become entertainment. Darkness wears a mask of light. Right and wrong have been mixed so deeply that many no longer know which path to follow. The devil does not always come roaring loudly. Often he comes softly, disguised in pleasure, comfort, or distraction. And while many souls sleep, he steals their peace silently. That is why I weep, my dear son, my dear daughter, because so many of my children do not see the danger they live in. I weep for the innocence that is lost so early. I weep for the little ones who grow up without ever hearing about God, love, or prayer. I weep for mothers who no longer teach their children to pray, and for fathers who have abandoned their spiritual duty. Families once full of light are now divided by resentment, addiction, and silence. My tears fall over every home where there is pain, over every heart that has forgotten that forgiveness heals. My beloved, the world celebrates what offends heaven. It calls darkness freedom and mocks the truth as intolerance. Many march proudly toward destruction, thinking they are marching toward progress. That is why I weep, because humanity has exchanged the light for shadows. And yet, even in this great darkness, I still see sparks of light. Simple souls, hidden saints, hearts that love quietly. For them I remain, for them I fight. And for you, my child, I continue to cry out to heaven for mercy. Do not think that my pain is hopeless. My heart, though wounded, is full of faith in what God can still accomplish through you. When I look at humanity, I see not only sin, I see potential, love waiting to awaken, souls that can still be purified by grace. That is why I never stop weeping. My tears are not only of sorrow, but of intercession. Every tear I shed becomes a prayer. Father, forgive them. Do not abandon them. My dear son, my dear daughter, the world cries out for peace but looks for it in the wrong places. True peace does not come from governments or negotiations. It comes from hearts reconciled with God. As long as hatred reigns in hearts, wars will continue in the world. That is why I weep, because humanity wants peace without God. But peace without God does not exist. Only when you let divine love rule your heart will true peace flow again. I weep for the church too, my son's beloved church, which suffers from division and confusion. Many no longer defend the truth but seek to please the world. My son's words are twisted, and holiness is replaced by comfort. I weep because even among those who call themselves faithful, pride has taken root. Some criticize each other, forgetting that unity is strength. My heart bleeds when I see my children fighting instead of praying together. Oh, my beloved child, how many times have I tried to warn you? My apparitions throughout time, from Fatima to Lourdes, from Guadalupe to Medjugorje, all carry the same message: conversion, prayer, reparation. But the world dismisses them as legends or exaggerations. Many ignore them, saying, "It's not necessary." Yet I tell you, it is necessary, now more than ever. Heaven has repeated the same call for centuries because humanity keeps walking toward the same cliff. My child, my tears fall because time is short. Do not think you have endless years to change. Each second counts. The grace that today flows freely may tomorrow be harder to find. Many signs have already been given. Nature itself cries out with storms, floods, and fires. These are not mere accidents. They are wake-up calls allowed by heaven to stir hearts. But too many ignore them, choosing comfort over conversion. And yet, I keep weeping. I keep calling. Because my love does not give up. I would give everything if only to save one soul from darkness. That is what a mother does. She never abandons her child, even when the child rejects her. I wait patiently, hoping that your heart will finally open and let love in. My beloved son, my beloved daughter, you ask, "Mother, what can I do to console your heart?" I answer, love my son with all your being. Make him the center of your life again. Put away the idols that steal your peace. Pride, greed, resentment, addictions. Come back to prayer. Go to confession with sincerity. Ask for forgiveness and forgive others. Every act of humility dries one of my tears. Every act of love consoles my heart. Do not be ashamed to start again. Even if you have fallen 1,000 times, it is never too late to stand up. Remember this: when a child falls, the mother does not push them away. She lifts them tenderly and cleans their wounds. That is what I wish to do with you. But you must let me. You must open your heart fully without fear or pride. My arms are always extended, waiting to embrace you. I weep also because many do not believe in mercy. They think their sins are too great, their past too dark. Oh, how that pains me. If only they knew that God's mercy is infinite. No sin, no past, no wound is greater than His forgiveness. That is why I come, again and again, to whisper, "My child, return. Hope is not lost." My tears are proof of that mercy, not a sign of despair. Listen closely, my child. The tears that I shed today are warning and invitation at the same time. Warning for those who persist in rejecting God. Invitation for those who still hesitate, still doubt whether conversion is worth it. I tell you, it is worth everything. Eternal life is worth every sacrifice, every renunciation, every act of love. Nothing you give to God is lost. Every silent prayer, every hidden offering, every tear you shed for love of Him, all of it becomes treasure in heaven. Do not wait for others to change first. Begin with yourself. Let your example be the seed that transforms your family, your community, your world. When one person prays sincerely, heaven rejoices. When one soul converts, armies of angels celebrate. That is the power of a single heart that listens. My tears fall not to condemn, but to invite. Do not fear them, embrace them. When you contemplate my sorrow, see in it the reflection of divine love. I weep because I care, because I believe in you, because I see what you can become if you allow grace to fill you. You are precious to me. Never forget that your name is written upon my heart. My dear child, I know how hard it is to remain faithful amidst chaos. The world offers noise and pleasure. Heaven offers silence and peace, but the peace of heaven lasts forever. Choose the eternal. Choose holiness. When you feel weak, call upon me. When you are tempted, whisper my name. I will come to you. My love is maternal, constant, unbreakable. My weeping is not hopelessness. It is love in its purest form. And I promise you this: if you take refuge in my immaculate heart, no matter the storm around you, you will find safety. My mantle will cover you, and no evil will conquer your soul. But you must remain faithful, humble, and prayerful. The reason I weep is because I want none of my children to be lost. I want all to live in the light of my Son's mercy. Every time you choose love over hate, every time you pray from the heart, you dry one of my tears. And one day, when humanity finally returns to God, my tears will cease, and the earth will know a peace it has never known. Write in the comments, Mother Mary, I want to console your heart. My dear son, my dear daughter, how many signs must heaven send before humanity finally listens? The earth has become a stage of pain, confusion, and rebellion, not by accident, but because so many have closed their hearts to God. My tears are one sign among many. But there are others, signs in nature, in the church, in the world itself, all crying out, return before it is too late. Open your eyes, my beloved. Look around you. The seasons are changing in strange ways, storms grow fiercer, the earth trembles with violence, and the skies reveal messages only hearts of faith can truly understand. Yet many say, these are coincidences, it is just nature. But I tell you, nothing happens without the hand of God knowing it. These are not random events, they are warnings wrapped in the language of creation. Heaven speaks through the world you live in, but mankind has stopped listening. I weep because people demand miracles, but when miracles appear, they deny them. They ask for proof that heaven exists. But when statues cry, when the sun dances, when healings occur through prayer, they call it imagination or illusion. Oh, how blind humanity has become. My son walked among you performing wonders, and still many did not believe. And now, in this generation, the same disbelief repeats itself. My child, the signs of heaven are growing louder not to cause fear, but to awaken hearts. Each sign is a message of mercy before justice arrives. God always warns before allowing purification. These are not punishments, they are acts of love trying to call back lost souls. But too many mock them or hide behind indifference. That is why I cry, because I know what will come if hearts do not change. Look at the confusion that fills the world. Truth is attacked, goodness is ridiculed, and even innocence is considered weakness. Many chase what is temporary and forget eternity. Those are signs, my child, signs that humanity has lost its sense of direction. When evil becomes normal and holiness becomes strange, know that heaven is sending its final calls. I have appeared in many places across time, sometimes to humble children, sometimes to simple souls who could barely read or write. That is because heaven's message does not need great scholars, it needs pure hearts. In each apparition, I repeat the same cry: pray, repent, return to God. But each time, fewer listen. And now, the signs are stronger because time is running short. You ask, Mother, what are these signs? I tell you, when families break apart, that is a sign. When hearts grow cold, that is a sign. When war rises and peace disappears, that is a sign. When people call evil good and good evil, that is a sign. When those who try to live by truth are silenced or mocked, that is a sign. And when people stop believing in sin altogether, the night grows thicker. But even then, the light of heaven burns brighter for those who believe. Do not be afraid of these signs, my dear child. Be alert, but not terrified. A son who listens to his mother has nothing to fear. These warnings are not meant to hurt you, but to protect you. The danger is not in the signs. It is in ignoring them. It is like a mother who sees her child walking toward a cliff and shouts to stop him. My tears, my apparitions, my messages, all are heaven's way of calling, stop before it's too late. You may think, but mother, when will all these things happen? And I reply, the signs are already happening. The time of grace is now. Do not wait for more dramatic events to believe. Conversion begins not when the world changes, but when your heart does. Many look for great miracles in the sky, but the greatest miracle begins inside the soul that decides to return to God today. My beloved son, my beloved daughter, I tell you this truth. The signs from heaven are not meant for fear, but for preparation. Those who live in grace will not be overcome by what is coming. Those who pray, who seek refuge in my immaculate heart, will have peace even amidst the storms. Heaven does not abandon its faithful children. My mantle will cover you when the winds of confusion blow hardest. But I ask you, do not wait for others to begin. The signs are personal too. When your heart feels empty, when you long for something greater, when the world no longer satisfies you, that is another sign. It is heaven whispering, come back. My arms are open for you now. Do not delay. The time of mercy is still open, but soon the door will close, and then justice must act. My child, do you remember the sign of the sun that danced at Fatima? It was not a show. It was heaven shouting to the world, believe before it is too late. Do you remember my tears flowing in Akita, in Syracuse, in Naju? Each tear was a sign, each miracle a reminder that heaven is still fighting for you. Yet even faced with such wonders, many turn away coldly. This breaks my heart. But for every soul who still believes, I give new strength to continue the mission. The signs are everywhere, in the skies, in the voices of prophets, in the restlessness you feel in your own heart. Do not suppress that feeling, my child. It is my spirit moving within you, calling you toward conversion. The world will tell you to ignore it, to distract yourself with pleasures, to laugh at faith. But you, my beloved one, do not listen to that noise. Listen only to the gentle voice of heaven. When I allow signs in the world, miraculous healings, conversions, apparitions, or tears, it is not to glorify myself, but to lead you closer to my Son. Everything I say, everything I do, points to him. I am your guide, your mother, the one who prepares you for his coming. That is my mission, to help souls find the path home. My tears today are like drops of prophecy. In them are written both warning and promise. The warning: if humanity continues on this path, suffering will increase. The promise: those who take refuge under my mantle will not be lost. My Son's mercy is your shield, my intercession your armor, and your faith your strength. My dear son, my dear daughter, open your eyes not with fear, but with discernment. The signs are not only in great events, but in daily life. A heart moved to forgive, a call to return to prayer, a sudden desire to start again. These too are signs. Heaven speaks quietly sometimes, through love, through conscience, through pain that leads to reflection. Learn to recognize these gentle signs, and you will never walk in darkness again. I know many people say, we don't need these warnings, everything will be fine. But my child, peace built on pride will crumble, only a peace built on repentance and love will endure. I am not here to frighten you, but to wake you before the storm comes fully. Remember, even Noah's ark was built during calm days. Now is the time to build your faith, to prepare your soul. The door of mercy is open, but it will not remain open forever. My beloved one, when you see confusion in the world, when you hear of hatred, despair, and war, do not let fear consume you. Those are signs that my Son's triumph draws near. The darkest night always comes before the dawn, and the dawn that is coming is the victory of the Immaculate Heart. That is why I continue to speak, to cry, to appear amor, because heaven has not given up on you. The signs surrounding you are not to be ignored. They are sacred invitations. Will you listen to them? Will you open your heart now, before grace passes by? My child, heaven is speaking. Through my tears, through the church's trials, through your own restlessness, listen deeply, act with faith, pray constantly, live with love. And then, when the signs multiply, you will stand firm with peace that nothing can shake. Remember this truth: Those who walk with heaven have nothing to fear. I am here to guide you, protect you, and prepare you. Let the world laugh if it must. The humble and faithful are the ones who will inherit peace when all passes away. You are among those chosen to hear and act upon this call. Write in the comments, Mother Mary, I am listening to